welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Happy Friday. Today I'm finally going to be talking to you guys about my acne struggle, my acne journey, and what I've been doing so far to keep my skin clear. It is finally starting to clear up and it's been in a pretty good state for a few weeks now, and I'm gonna be just telling you exactly what I did, what I tried, what worked for me, what didn't work for me. So if you're curious about my journey, just keep on watching. So I have oily skin and it is very acne prone. I'm gonna say it started getting really bad when I turned 17, and I had like the occasional breakouts here and there, you know, as a teenager. I had like the little bumps and all of that went away eventually, but it started getting really bad around that age. I had a lot of acne, especially on my cheeks, on my chin, on my forehead, but mostly on my cheeks. And I did a video a few months ago and it was how I cleared my acne using one product. I'll link that video down below. I have pictures before and after, and that was last year when I was struggling. And my skin eventually did clear up because I started using aloe vera, and I highly recommend aloe vera. I still use it to this day. But I think that's the thing that helped me out the most, and it was going away and my skin was clearing up, which is why I made that video called How I Cleared My Acne. I'll link it again below if you want to watch it. But then towards like March, April of last year, my skin started breaking out really bad again, and I did not like my skin at all, you guys. I was so insecure about it. I would wear so much makeup to school trying to cover it up, and nothing would cover it up because my skin is just so oily and everything would just melt off. And I do have pictures. I'll be inserting pictures throughout this video. I understand that acne is such a normal thing, like teenagers, hormones, like all of that stuff, it causes acne, and I don't think it's something like crazy. Like if you have acne, I feel like it's something so normal. But the fact that it was just on my face, I was just so self-conscious about it. When I would talk to people, making videos, posting Snapchats, I started posting less and less because I just didn't like my skin and how it was. And another thing that I'm going to be talking about is my period. And you guys are like, what the heck? Like, what does that even have to do with it? But I feel like it has a lot to do with it. But I've always had an irregular period, literally since I got my period when I was 13. Like, it's always been irregular. I get it like every 3 to 4 months. It's just like so bad. Like, you should be getting it every month. But I just never have. My mom was like, you know what, like it's been months since you got it, like we need to go see a doctor again about this, because we had before, and the doctor always said, you know, once you get your period, the first like 2 years it can be irregular, but you know, it's been way past that now and it's still irregular. You don't get your period a lot, you're breaking out a lot, you know, maybe it's something with your period, maybe something, you know, something's wrong. So we went to the doctor around April, May of last year. They took out some of my blood and they did some tests on it. And lo and behold, I actually have a hormonal imbalance, and that is what's been causing my irregular periods, what's been causing everything else to be crazy, why I have acne, why my skin is so oily all the time. Like I can literally just go like this and like I'll rub off oil. I can like see it glistening in the sun. Okay, well, we know what's causing my acne because I don't have a regular period. So any of you girls out there who have a irregular period, maybe this video will help you and help you like realize like why you break out. Our doctor, literally the only thing she told us that I can really do to help my irregular period is to take birth control. And I was like, what? Birth control? What is my mom gonna think? And I never knew that that was a treatment. Like literally people take birth control just for their acne. Like it's not even for, you know, like sexual purposes. It's literally just to treat something. It scared me off because I'm like, I don't want to depend on like a little pill, take it every single day for the rest of my life just so I can have a regular period. Like it just didn't sound appealing to me. But I know that my body should be having it every month and I want to fix it. And I know like when I'm older, like not having my period can affect me in a bunch of different ways, and you're more prone to certain things, and like you just Google it and you'll see. But yeah, so she just said birth control, I'm gonna prescribe it to you for 3 months just so you can try it and see if it works. And so I talked with my mom and we agreed, okay, we're gonna give this a shot, because literally like there was nothing else. And I started taking it, and I don't know if it was just because maybe my body was just adjusting to it, but guys, like I hated it. I honestly hated it. It put me in like the worst like depressive moods, and I was very sad for no reason. Like I remember one time in particular, like I was just in the shower and out of nowhere I just like started like breaking down crying in the shower, like why do I feel like this? My life is great, like why am I feeling like this? I really think it was the birth control pills, and I just didn't think it was worth it feeling this way. So I told my mom like I'm gonna stop taking them because I don't like the way they're making me feel. But I will say that the birth control, literally as soon as I started taking it, I did get my period, and I was like, whoa, like that's crazy. How can these little pill thingies help? Like it's just crazy to me. And my acne was still the same, nothing changed, like literally everything was still the same. I know there's different types of birth control and like different dosages and all this stuff. I know there's a bunch of things that go into it, but particularly the ones I tried, they just didn't work out for me. I don't feel like it's the right thing for me personally and for my body. I want to try something that is a little bit more natural. Like I know there has to be something else that I can do. So me and my mom decided, you know what, we're gonna put you like on a natural remedy type of thing, where you're gonna start eating better, you're gonna get on a better diet, and we're gonna just try natural remedies online. There's a bunch of different things you can do that can help like induce your period. And again, I just felt so insecure, and I know it's something so vain, like the way you look, but I'm just like being honest. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't like what I was looking at. Like I did not like looking at my skin, and it might not be a lot to you, but me personally, like I've just never had that much acne before, and for me it was a lot. And it sounds so vain, like what the heck, like it's just acne, everyone gets acne, and I completely agree. I don't think it's anything crazy, like acne is so normal, but it just I had so much and I was not used to it, and I was like, something is wrong. I know something is wrong. I've had acne before, but not this bad. And I'm like, what's causing it? What is causing it? So I just started eating a little bit better, and that didn't really do much. So for the first time, my mom was like, okay, we're gonna go to a dermatologist. I've gotten things prescribed before, but just from my doctor, and it was like one little medicine, and that was it. But this time we went to like an actual dermatologist, and he looked at my skin, and he prescribed to me 2 medicines, which I have right here. I feel like this is like the first thing that every person recommends or something when you're first like dealing with acne, because I've gotten this prescribed before and it works, but not really. It didn't really do much for me. But he gave me this again, and I've talked about it in my other video. It's called the Slendomycin Phosphate and Benzoyl Peroxide Gel. And then he also prescribed to me tretinoin cream 0.1%. He prescribed to me these 2 creams, and he gave me like these super detailed instructions, like use this twice a day, use this twice a day. Like followed everything, and I took these for about 2 months. And again, like no result at all. Some days I even woke up and I'm like, wow, it looks worse than before. I'm not really gonna go much into detail because these are prescriptions and you need to get these prescribed from a doctor. And I know that's not accessible to everyone. So I'm just like, okay, no, like I'm gonna stop taking that because I don't think it's doing anything for me. And mind you, my period is still irregular. I haven't gotten it since like the last time I got it, which was like, I don't know, like 4 months ago or something crazy. And then I'm gonna say, like in December, my tia told my mom, she was like, you know, there's like different teas and things you can drink that can help with that. And so we started trying out different teas, and those teas worked, you guys. Like I'm not kidding. I take those teas like the last week of the month because that's normally when I get my period, and I'll start taking it and literally I'll get my period. And I'm just like, what? Like this has never happened to me in the 4 years that I've had my period. I've never gotten it regular for more than 2 months. This is like the 4th month that it's actually like on time and that I get it after every month. I feel like that's helping regulate hormones and all of that. Like it helps with that, getting your period every month. That's why it's so important. I feel like I even got less oily. So I started doing that, and then I stopped using everything else that I was using. I feel like with skin, less is better. More natural things, it's way better. You can use like a million different products, and sometimes that doesn't work out and it's just too much for your skin. And I stopped using all of that stuff, and literally like the only things that I use on my face, it's 3 things actually. I still use my aloe vera. I still believe in that a lot, so I still recommend that. And then I started using a Neutrogena soap bar, and I'll put a little picture of that, and that's what I use when I wake up in the morning and at night. And I think that soap has helped me out so much. That's something new that I started using, and I think it does help a lot. It's like $5 and you can buy it from Walmart. And then my Mario Badescu skincare drying lotion, which I restocked on. This is about $20 from Ulta, and I strongly believe in this. I wash my face and then I put this on just like any like little pimples or like blemishes. Overnight, literally it'll disappear. It'll be so much smaller. I feel like what helped out the most was that I wasn't using like a million gazillion products with all these chemicals and things in them. Since I've been having my period now regularly, I feel like that's been helping out a lot too. So if you have like an irregular period and you feel like you're breaking out a lot, I would say go to a doctor, because that can be the cause of it, because it can be like a hormonal imbalance like me. It just explained it so much, like why my skin was so oily and why my scalp was always so oily and why I break out a lot and I'm acne prone and all these things, right? So yeah, that's what's been helping out. I will say though, you guys, like, I know acne can be like so, what's the word, like it can just make you so self-conscious, and I completely understand, you guys, but I also know that it's normal and that it's nothing like crazy. Like when I see people who have acne, I'm not like staring at their face, looking at their acne. What? Like nobody does that. We're our own biggest critics. I never got discouraged. This is just temporary. I know I'm still a teenager. I know I'm still going through things. I've always had acne and that was never an issue. It was just like, where did all of this come from out of a sudden? Like all this acne that I've never had before, and that's what kind of like alarmed me. And I knew it was like a deeper issue, and it was, because again, I'm on a regular cycle, and I found out the root of the problem. Always remember, you are so beautiful, and no matter what, I do not think outer anything defines beauty. I honestly believe beauty comes from within, and if you feel good from inside and you're doing the right things, that's what matters, and that's what makes a person beautiful. And if anyone judges you for your acne, then you do not need to be friends with them. It's such a normal thing, especially at our age. Just ignore comments from people who are pointing at things on your face, because those are things you cannot control. Like some people are like, well, just wash your face for, oh my gosh, like if you knew what I've done, I probably wash my face more than you. But again, it's just everyone is different, and everyone has like different bodies and different skin types and different skin textures and all of that stuff, and different genetics. Sometimes even genetics goes into this, and you're so beautiful no matter what, if you have acne or not. But I do understand if you feel insecure as well. So but just remember, we're all insecure about some things, and we just have to be there for each other and not judge each other. But I do encourage you guys to learn more about your body and like maybe why baby. But yeah, I know this video was very long, but I just kind of wanted to tell you guys like everything that I went through. Do not give up on your skin, because it will clear up eventually. I'm still working on my skin. It is not perfect at all, but it is getting better. If you have any similar experiences, let me know, especially with irregular periods. I feel like that's not really talked about a lot, and that was an issue for me, definitely. I love you guys so much. Feel free to share your story down below and what's been helping you out. If you've had any experiences like mine, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. Bye! Quisiera alejarme y no enamorarme.